Top BRICS economic officials stay away from Moscow meeting. Reuters. Most finance ministers and central bank chiefs from the BRICS group of countries did not attend a high-GH-level meeting in Moscow on Friday ahead of a BRICS summit later this month, sending more junior officials instead, official documents showed. Finance ministers from Egypt and the United Arab Emirates and the head of Iran's central bank were present as Russian Finance Minister Anton Silvanov called for the creation of an alternative to the Western-dominated global financial system. But finance. Below are your comments. 40 years ago Moscow had a BRICS system, under a different name, but essentially the same idea. It was called Comecon or Mutual Assistance Council. It was a communist trade bloc for socialist countries, designed to offer an alternative to the economies of the West. Comecon had its own exclusive currency designed to displace the dollar. It was called the transfer ruble. The economic bloc didn't work out, and the transfer ruble was worthless because you couldn't exchange it for hard currency, dollars or pounds or Reichsmarks, because the global financial system rejected the transfer ruble as fake currency. Without hard currency, communist countries could not import foreign goods they needed to sustain their economies or prevent social unrest. They were afraid of being drafted. About the scope of the BRICS summit in Kazan. This could turn into the largest foreign policy event that has ever been held in our country. Yushakov. About the BRICS summit in Kazan. Checkmark. There are now 10 BRICS member countries. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt. 32 countries have already confirmed their participation. Of these, 24 will be represented at the highest level. BRICS is gradually building a bridge brick by brick to a more democratic and just world order. This is a structure that cannot be ignored. The 10 countries comprise over 30% of the Earth's landmass, 45% of the world's population, over 40% of the total oil production, and about a quarter of the world's exports of goods. By 2028, the GDP of the BRICS member countries in PPP terms will be 37% of the global total. BRICS is the prototype of multipolarity. 0.34 states are showing interest in BRICS, full-scale members. HIP or cooperation in one form or another. The summit will be attended, traditionally, by the Secretary General of the United Nations, the SCO, the CIS, the EAEU, the Union State. The representation of countries at the summit exceeds even the G20. And this is no longer an internecine meeting of the five powers fronting the hegemon, but a real war. LD Association. 32 countries, of. So who is the real evil? If the US can intimidate officials from any country in the world, it is obvious who is the world's villain dictator. Looks more like a gathering of terrorists' nations. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.